Alright, so this is Fabulous Daddy. Okay, so I want to make a particular video to correct something that some people are getting wrong. So I made a particular post the other day about an order block. So I told them to identify the valid order block. Okay, so on that particular post, see the post right here. So on that particular post, I got up to 20 something comments. Okay, so at the end of the day, a lot of people said 1 and 3, and which they were right, but none of them mentioned 4. Okay, none of them mentioned 4, and I'm going to be teaching you the reason why 4 is valid. So this particular 4 here is valid, and none of you mentioned it. All right, so this is it. So I'm going to be using this particular guy as an example. I don't want this video to be long. I don't want to be teaching you the whole concept here. So if you want to learn how to trade, you can come and join my mentorship. Right, so this is it right here. So I'm going to be using only this one as an example and 1 or 2 examples so that the video will not be long. So this is an order block right here. Okay, this is the last order block before this particular movement. So check what price did here. This particular candle came and traded into this particular order block and pushed all the way up, and some people is going to call it mitigation. That this particular order block has been mitigated, but there is a difference between tested and mitigated. There is a difference between pullback and retracement. Do you understand? So this is price testing this particular key level right here. Do you understand? Before the actual movement, and if you see what price did, price actually came back and traded into that particular key level and pushed all the way up. I'm also going to show you another example here. So one of my mentees sent me this particular order block, this particular chart, this particular asset that I should analyze it for him. So which I did. So I also sent it out on a particular group because I was getting some DM from that particular group. So I sent it there. So one guy there said this particular thing has been mitigated. If you check what price did here on this particular key level, right, the price traded into this particular zone, and that is what price did. So I caught this particular movement, and this is where I entered. And at the end of the day, see what price did. Price traded into that particular zone. But the guy was telling me that this thing has been mitigated. But you failed to understand that there is difference between tested and mitigated. Do you understand? So 2 candles is what creates a tested key level. So 2 candles, just like this particular zone. If this particular candle now comes and trades into this zone, you can call it that it has been mitigated. But if it's only 2 candle, 2 to 3 candle, actually, okay, not this particular one, okay, it's when 2 candle comes and trades into a particular zone, you can call it tested. But if it's more than 2, then from 4, you can call it that it has been what? Mitigated. But if it's 2 to 3 candle, 1, 2 to 3, you can tell me that this is tested, not mitigated. Okay, I don't want to show you more examples here, so because I don't want the video to be long. So same thing is applicable to a fair value gap. If you want to trade fair value gap, you can't just jump into any fair value gap that you see and start trading. Okay, if you start trading a fair value gap, you can even catch more entries than other block. Do you understand? If you know how to trade it properly. So everything has rules and how to trade it. So if you want to learn how to trade all these key levels and how to approach the market properly, join our mentorship and understand how to approach the market with confidence. Alright, so let me also give you guys more examples. So take a look at this guy right here. If you see this particular order block right here, some people will say that it has been mitigated and all of that. Okay, so this is the order block right here. This is the order block. So what did the price do? Price came into this particular zone and traded into this particular order block, and a lot of people will be like, this guy has been mitigated. But if you check properly, you see that it's only 2 candles. Okay, the second candle came and tested it and pushed all the way down, and at the end of the day, what did price do? Price came and mitigated it. That is how it becomes invalid, because price has mitigated it. Once price tests a particular key level, it becomes more valid, it becomes more stronger. Do you understand? So you don't just, what I'm teaching you here, you can never see it on the internet. You can't see it on the internet. What I'm teaching you here is practical experience, not internet, not what you are going to start looking for in the internet and come and maybe start practicing or whatever. But this is core experience. You can't see it on the internet. That is what I teach. What I teach you is core experience. All right, so this is practical example on how to spot a tested key level. So once price tests a particular key level, we have other confluences. We have how to map out a valid order block and invalid order block. We have a lot of, but that's not what I will start teaching you here. Okay, we have a lot of ways on how to approach it. Okay, if you want to learn how to do it, you sign up on the FBS Academy and learn how to approach the market. Okay, see you guys on the next one.